just finished season 6 of Supernatural. I was warned. I listened a little bit, but not all the way. Hey nerds, welcome to JerAwards. Today we're going to recap season 6 of Supernatural. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe for daily content. If there's a day, there's a reaction. Today, once we finish the season of our big shows, we kind of do a recap of it. If you are new here, just go over some of our favorite moments, some missed opportunities, and then we have our JerAwards. We talk about our favorite episodes and whatnot, favorite characters and everything else in between for season 6. And then at the end of the show, we'll have the big JerAwards for Supernatural, like we did with every other show that we've watched, and we'll give our favorite scene, favorite episode, most heartbreaking, etc., etc. Season 6, new writer, Sarah Gamble. It's an interesting season, a lot going on. It does have some good episodes, but it also has some duds, some absolute just duds. And that happens. And we'll talk about it, and I'll let you know kind of where this ranks towards the end of this. And we'll discuss everything along the way. But season 6 of Supernatural, again, has a lot going on. Let's just get into it. It starts off right where season 5 ended. Sam, is alive. He's staring through that window. But we get Dean being a family man, being with Lisa and Ben, living the normal life, but having flashbacks of his adventures with Sam. We get around to Dean being poisoned, and Sam was there for the rescue, and Sam's been back this whole time. He's been teaming up with the Campbells. That's right. Like his mother's family, last name, the Campbells. Samuel, his grandfather, who was in a season prior. And a bunch of other ragtag groups that you just know are disposable. So it really doesn't fucking matter what their names are because they're going to die eventually. And we get that Samuel took this alpha or queen Jen or whatever she was, took her away. Kind of seems him like a shady guy. Then we get Bobby. Dean takes Lisa and Ben to Bobby's for protection. And then we get that Bobby also knew that Sam's been back this whole time. So not only did Sam say anything, but Bobby also held the truth from Dean. And Dean's pissed. Two sides of the coin, though. Dean wanted to know his family was still alive, but he was out like John Wick, and they wanted to keep him out. But it's not the case. He gets back into it. His relationship with Lisa and Ben kind of go wayside, and they go hunting and doing things, this, that, and the other. We end up getting a full-blown episode with Bobby, which is just spectacular. And then we end up getting the realization that, or the reveal that Sam was brought back, but without a soul. That's why he's been weird this whole time. So soulless Sam is in full force, and once he says that, hey, I should care about Ben and Lisa, but I just don't. And yeah, I let you get bit by a vampire. That's right. Dean turned into a fucking vampire. Dean beats the shit out of him. And I got a lot of mixed comments on that. There's a lot of people that was with me that said that Sam deserved that shit. And there's a lot of people that says he didn't. I got the empathy for Sam. I understand. But at the same time, you didn't have to lie. And I guess soulless, you don't understand the concept of like not needing, it makes sense. Doesn't have a soul. His humanity switches off. But, I mean, come on. Come on. It moves forward. We got stuff with Crowley, and they kind of back him into a wall. Crowley's been collecting all these alphas, trying to figure out a way to Purgatory, which is going to be our big overarching story for the season. We get Bobby outwitting, him, and then Castiel coming out, burning Crowley's bones, which kills Crowley temporarily. Not really at all. It was a fake out. And we get a virgin being sacrificed to summon Eve, the mother of all. She's dealt with in 2 episodes. There's a phoenix that shows up in the past in Wild Wild West times and then dies. Sam and Dean get warped into not Frontierland, the French Mistake about Balthazar. There's shit from heaven missing. Sam and Dean get to play Jared and Jensen playing Sam and Dean, which was a beautiful episode. Like I said, they kill a phoenix. They get a letter from Samuel Colt. I still have no idea where the actual cult is. I know you guys probably mentioned in the comments by now. I haven't had a chance to read stuff until the season's done. Just kind of waiting. I was trying to avoid spoilers. And then the Cass gives a bunch of exposition. He's been double-crossing everybody. He's the one that brought Sam back. He's in cahoots with Crowley. He needs to get the souls to be able to stop the war in heaven, to take down Raphael. And he does so. And Castiel becomes God. And that's the season. And if that sounds like a jumbled mess, it is. They do a good job of tying in a bunch of things together, but it should have been done better, in my opinion. We have a lot of different storylines. We have Soulless Sam. We have the Campbells. We have the Alpha Monsters. We have Eve. We have Balthazar. We have the weapons from heaven that are missing. Actually, it was just one. We have the Fates that never showed back up. We have the War in Heaven. We have Cass working with Crowley. We got Lisa and Ben. And there's a lot of things that just don't pan out. Like the War in Heaven's more of just like kind of a debate. They're not actually fighting just yet. That's Cass's excuse to, go work with Crowley. And he kind of just, Cass loses his trust with the boys and is curious why that happened. Crowley's remade hell. Cass is God. It's a fucking mess. I think overall, Soulless Sam worked well. I enjoyed the character. It worked well. The Campbells never seemed important. The Alphas that they were doing never seemed important when it came to Purgatory. Eve, never important. Balthazar, never important. The weapons from heaven, as of right now, all this stuff is in this moment, wasn't important. The Fate shows up in one episode, wasn't important. We get Freddy Krueger, wasn't important. Death shows up. That was a fun episode. But we didn't see Death again or anything came from that after he gave Sam his soul back. Not even a thank you letter or a hot dog sent to Dean. Cass working with Crowley obviously led to Purgatory and this, that, and the other. And Lisa and Ben ends the most disappointing fashion with Dean having a family that he wants, and then he uses Cass to mind wipe them. So they don't even know who Dean is. And that's just a lazy way to get him out of that situation. I think Lisa and Ben should have been in way more episodes. It should have been more of a thing back and forth with shots here and there with Dean having conversation with Lisa and Ben or going to visit them in between cases. And then, eventually leading, like I said, to Lisa's death. I think she should have died. Emotional death, emotional to the point fans are upset. Dean's distraught. And then Ben goes and lives with Bobby. And Ben can make periodic cameos. And it just works that way. You also have the whole thing with Rufus dying, which felt forced. There's a lot going on here. A lot of different threads being pulled. And it wasn't executed to its best. It wasn't a horrible season. It just didn't hit the same coming off of what we had in seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I guess that's where the disappointment is. I went in with decent expectations, but also kind of low, and they still just wasn't met. And that's okay. I have a lot of people so far saying they love this season. I have a lot of people saying they hate this season. Some people even said this is the season that made them stop watching the show altogether. And I get it. But we're going to keep trucking on. 126 episodes, I believe, of 327, which means we have 201 episodes left over the course of 9 seasons. Not bad. So that's just kind of a brief recap of season 6. It is what it is. But for now, let's go ahead and get into the season 6 of Supernatural JerAwards. Kicking things off with our favorite episode, your nominees. Season 6, Episode 3, The Third Man. Episode 4, Weekend at Bobby's. Episode 6, You Can't Handle the Truth. Episode 7, Family Matters. Episode 10, Caged Heat. 11, Appointment in Samara. 15, The French Mistake. 18, Frontierland. Or 20, The Man Who Would Be King. And your winner for favorite episode, by landslide, The French Mistake was up there. The Weekend at Bobby's. Bobby, a whole Bobby episode. Perfection. I'm not going to spend all day talking about it. That episode was fire. You guys told me that it was Jensen's directorial debut. Hats off. He did a great job. He gets a chef's kiss. And there you go. For favorite scene, your nominees from season 6, episode 1. It's almost like I'm a professional. From 6-4, Bobby telling the boys they take him for granted. Bobby punking out Crowley. From 6-8, Sam interrogating Mandy and Cal. From 6-10, Cass watching porn. Meg laughing at Christian before Dean killed him. Cass showing Crowley his bag of bones. From 6-11, Death talking to Dean. From 6-14, Ben calling out Dean. From 6-15, Sam and Dean talking to Misha. From 6-18, Dean becoming sheriff. Or from 6-21, Bobby telling the old man he was sorry about his mom. That one's up there. That almost got tears out of me. But season 6, episode 4, Bobby punking out Crowley. Just the Uno reverse. I got your bones, bitch. I will burn these motherfuckers. And that's going to be the end of it. Done dotted. Beautiful. Shout out Bobby. Most heartbreaking scene from season 6, episode 1, Dean finding out Bobby knew Sam was alive. From 6-5, Sam watching / letting Dean get turned into a vampire. From 6-6, Dean beating up Sam. From 6-11, Jolene's husband seeing her dead. From 6-11, Hillary's death. From 6-12, Bobby being scared of Sam. Sam hearing the truth from Cass. From 6-14, Dean seeing Lisa about to go on another date. And the prank the workers pulled on Lisa. From 6-16, not Lisa, Rose. Yeah, they pulled on Rose. From 6-16, Rufus's death. From 6-20, Dean catching Cass in his lie. 6-21, Demon Lisa stabbing herself. Now, Dean catching Cass in the lie was up there, but Rufus's death is one of the more pointless deaths of the show so far. And I just don't think it wasn't time. It didn't hit right. And it was emotional, the fact that Bobby did it. And we only get 20 seconds of screen time of Bobby actually dealing with it and talking about it. Granted, bigger things are going on, but you need to add those ground layers to make it fully work if you're going to kill off a character like that. So, most heartbreaking scene, Rufus, I love you, buddy. You deserve better. Funniest scene, from 6-3, Dean calling it a silver lining that Cass and the Angel ruined Sam's car. From 6-4, Rufus realizing he didn't kill the Okami. From 6-10, Cass watching porn. From 6-12, Dean trying to get the blade out of the stone. And from 6-15, I'm a painted whore. Made me laugh probably the hardest, but Cass watching porn is top tier. That brother learned a thing or two from the pizza man. Also, another thing this season was Meg. Where the fuck did she go? Whatever happened to that one god that they saved? What was his name? Tesla or something? The destroyer from last season when Lucifer killed all the people? Yeah? All right. Favorite scene was Cass watching porn. Favorite kiss from 6-3, Dean and Lisa. From 6-5, the gay vampires in the club. From 6-10, Castiel and Meg. Or from 6-15, Sam and Jarrett. Or not Sam and Jarrett. Sam/Jarrett and Genevieve, a.k.a. Fake Ruby. The winner is easily Castiel and Meg. I mean, he flipped that fucking kiss while she was trying to steal that sword, and he flipped her around and pushed her up against that wall, Klaus style. He learned it from the pizza man. I see you, Cass. Favorite kill? There was a lot of good ones this season. I'll give it credit there. From 6-3, Cass killing the soldier of Raphael. From 6-4, Bobby killing the Okami. From 6-5, Dean killing Robert. From 6-6, Dean and Sam killing the goddess of truth. From 6-7, Gwen cutting the head off a vampire. From 6-9, Dean killing the fairy in a microwave. From 6-10, Dean killing Christian. As well, Castiel killing Crowley. From 6-11, the clerk killing the robber. From 6-12, Sam killing a dragon with the blade. From 6-16, Sam killing Samuel. From 6-17, Mr. Russo getting decapitated by his garage. From 6-18, Dean killing the Phoenix with the Colt. From 6-19, Cass killing Lenore, but your winner is the last thing on the list. We might as well go ahead and say it. From the finale, season 6, episode 22, Cass killing Raphael. Man said, and you're gone. That's tough. No favorite quote for this season. No favorite case, so we'll just go ahead and get into our favorite monster from season 6, episode 5, which were the vampires, because why wouldn't it be? The Jefferson Starships were up there. I went with the vampires. It also could have been Eve, but they kind of fucked that one over. Favorite friendship? Your nominee, Sam and Dean. Dean and Cass. Bobby and the boys. Bobby and Rufus. Or Cass and Crowley. Favorite friendship ended up being Bobby and Rufus. Only had 2 episodes together, but I enjoyed them more than anything, and I wish they'd do a younger version of them in a spinoff. I would love it, unless you want to get the actual actors back for a little bit of stuff in the future. Maybe that's how they end that show. They should do that. Bobby and the boys was close. Sam and Dean was even better this season as well compared to last season. So yeah. Favorite ship, 3 nominees, the winners at the end. Dean and Lisa, Cass and Meg, but your winner is Bobby and Ellen. It's never anything I thought about happening, relationship-wise, but seeing them together, I wish we actually would have got that. I think Bobby and Ellen would have gelled well together, and that just makes me sad. Least favorite character, Raphael. Most underrated was tough, almost didn't have it, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to Balthazar. He came in clutch when needed to. Michael, the father of all vampires, deserved better. Favorite character? Your nominees are Sam, Dean, Bobby, Castiel, and Crowley. Now, your winner, just like the 3 seasons prior in 3, 4, and 5, is still Bobby, because he still proves to be the GOAT each and every season. Just saying. With that, we'll get down to our favorite season/season rankings and finale names and that and whatnot. I named season 6 the season. I couldn't think of anything really, so I just named it A Scrambled Mess. The Campbells, Balthazar, Heaven Weapons, Soulless Sam, Meg, Eve, Cass and Crowley, everything in between. A Scrambled Mess. Finale name, Out with the Old, In with the New. And that is Cass becoming the big God, God himself. I will tell you, at this exact moment, season 6, both the season and the finale, are my least favorite of this entire show. My least favorite finale and my least favorite season. If you need a rundown of my current season rankings and season finales, finale rankings from least to favorite is 6-3-2-4-1-5. If you need a repeat of my favorite seasons from least to first is 6-3-1-2-4-5. And there you go. To wrap up here for season number 6, this is more for the Patreon peeps who are coming over here to learn about the D20 results. All in all, this is, you can skip over this and go straight to the outro. All the timestamps are down there. Your most rolled number for season 6 ended up being the number 20, which was rolled 5 times. The highest number rolled was the number 20 rolled 5 times. Lowest number was the number 1. Double-digit percentage compared to single-digit. Single-digit wins 52% to 48%. So 14 single digits were rolled, 13 double digits out of the 27 rolls. Evens versus odds. 18 evens versus 9 odds. So 67% in the odds of the evens. See what I did there? Numbers matching the episode. Season 6, episode 9, we rolled the number 9. And season 6, episode 10, we rolled the number 10. Wild, that happened back to back. The numbers not rolled were 5, 11, 13 for the 6th straight season. The number 15, 16, and 19. We actually, it's the only number we haven't rolled in a super long time now would be the number 15, which we've never rolled. And yeah, there you have it. There's your information for the D20s. With that out of the way, we'll get into our in memorial, in loving memory, to the following. Sid and his family, the Gin, Mr. and Mrs. Cooper, Police Officer Paul, Officer Shifter, Mark Campbell, Gerald Hatch, Toby Ward, Christopher Birch, the Soldiers of Raphael, Lamia, Crossroads Demon, the Okami, Blood Bank Driver, Robert, all the vampires Dean killed, Boris, Jane Peterson, Corey's roommate, the other suicide victims, Veritas, the vampires the Campbells killed, Tyler, Christian, Aiden, Cal, Eric, Spot, Sparky, Spike, Cujo, Big Skinwalker, Skinwalker Leader, Patrick, Mr. Brennan, Wayne Whitaker, Crowley's Demons and his Hellhounds, Meg's Henchman, Demon Christian, all the locked up monsters, the Store Robber, Jolene, Hillary, Stan, Dragon Number 2, Girls Sacrificed for the Mother, Nicole, Edward Drake, the Arachne, the other men Sam killed, the women Roy killed, Roy Dobbs, Janitor Steve, Dave, Johnny, Rose, Isabel Brown, Misha Collins, Gun Store Clerk, Gun Store Shopper, Rick's Wife, Dead Guy with the Goo, Gwen Campbell, Samuel Campbell, Rufus Turner, Mr. Russo, Ann Whitting, Sean Russo, Rachel, Judge Mortimer, the Sheriff, Skins? I have no idea what the fuck I'm trying to type there. The 2 demon cowboys killed by the cult. Elias Finch / the Phoenix, Lenore, George, Marshall, Ed, all the starships, the police force, Uncle Jake, Joe, Ryan, Eve, all the monsters Cass killed, Red, Rachel, Ellsworth, H.P. Lovecraft, the demons tortured by Dean that he killed, the demons Ben shot and killed, the demon Cass killed, Robin, Crossroads Demon, Dr. Lenore, Balthazar, Raphael, and Lisa and Ben's memories. So just to go back through real quickly, Misha Collins, Gwen and Samuel Campbell, Rufus Turner, Eve, Dr. Eleanor, Balthazar, Lenore, and Raphael, and Lisa and Ben's memories. All those people, rest in peace, rest in dirt, whatever you want to say to them. Rufus deserved better. Lisa and Ben's memories deserve better. But that's really all there is to it. With that out of the way, all in all, I think season 6 should have been a lot better. I think there's a lot of good story beats. If it would have meshed well, it would have been good. I don't think it would have ever been as good as season 5, but it still could have been good. With that out of the way, my friends, no reaction tomorrow on Sunday. We may have an episode of Outer Banks or something, but season 7, episode 1 will be on Monday. That's Meet the New Boss with Cass now in his role of God. My predictions for season 7, I think somebody may have to become Lucifer or like Satan. You know, like Crowley is the king of hell, but he's not actually Lucifer. So I think if Sam or Dean or somebody went into those roles and like kind of took that over, I think that'd be pretty cool. I imagine we may get Meg again. We may get somebody with Cass. We'll see what love interests pop up for the boys along the way, what shenanigans are in tow, where Bobby's gonna be, everything in between, and we'll just see what we got there. And if I'm not mistaken, hold on, season 7 is our first 23 episode season. We'll have 23 episodes moving forward from season 7 through 13. And then we'll get into 20 episode seasons in 14 and 15. And that's what we got. So 126 episodes down, 201 episodes to go. All the episodes currently watched are here both on YouTube and on Patreon, as well as everything else we've ever watched on the channel. You guys can let me know your own JerAward winners in the comment section. You can let me know what you thought about season 6, if you loved it, if you hated it, and everything in between. But for now, stay cute. Wait, that's early. Links and everything will be in the description box down below. Playlist will be up on screen. As always, stay cute, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one.